Namaste. We're going to start in a simple cross-legged position, so either with the legs crossed or, if it's more comfortable for you, with the legs extended out in front. If you want to, you can use a cushion under your tailbone as we bring the spine up straight, or you can sit against the wall. So adjusting to whatever is most comfortable. And we're beginning with what's known as the sukha breath. So imagine that you're sitting inside a square. And what we're going to do is breathe in up the right side of the square. Hold the breath as the breath travels from right to left in our minds. And then when you breathe out, you're going to imagine that breath travelling down the left side of the square. And then as you hold the breath again, your mind takes that breath from left to right. And then we repeat it. So closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Maybe you've got the palms of the hands facing upwards, so bringing with it this idea of surrendering into the yoga practice. And start by breathing out. And then breathing in. And as you breathe in, we're taking the mind up from the bottom right of the square, up the right side, 2, 3, 4. Then holding the breath as your mind travels from the right to the left of the top of the square. 2, 3, 4. Then exhaling and imagine that breath going down from the left all the way down to the bottom of the square. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Think about it travelling from left to right. 2, 3, 4. And repeating that, inhaling at the right side. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, the mind goes from right to left. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling down the other side, down the left side. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath and take your mind from left to right. On the bottom of the square, 2, 3, 4. And repeat one more round now in your own time as that breath goes around the square. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. So you may want to just use this practice and pause the video and carry on for a little bit longer with it, or you may want to continue with the physical movements that we're going to come into. So what we're going to do first is warm up the body, and we're going to start by lying down, so lying on the back, making sure that you have space. So we're going to move into some physical warm-ups now. They're known as jatis in the Gitananda tradition. Drawing in the tummy, lifting up the right leg and holding behind the right thigh if you can reach it, or just holding onto the leg wherever's comfortable. Remember, we're keeping the tummy engaged, we're drawing up the pelvic floor, and we're going to start by circling the right foot. So coming into that ankle joint, listening to how everything feels, checking in with yourself. Then we're circling from the knee joint. Taking it one way and then taking it the other way. Then making that a bigger movement, so circling from the hip, both directions. And then bring that foot back down. We come into the other side, the left side. So lifting up the left leg, holding behind the left thigh, circling from that left foot, one way and then the other way. Then circle from the knee, both directions. Then we're making that a bigger movement, warming up the hip joint. And then bringing that foot back down. And we're going to extend the legs out in front now. So you can either keep them both extended or you can bring the left foot onto the floor, remembering that we're keeping the pelvic floor engaged. So drawing up those muscles all around the genital area. The tummy is just pressing gently in towards the spine, and we'll have the hands by the side of us, the chin tucked in. Have the toes of the extended leg pointing up, so either from this position or this position. And I want you to breathe out, and then as we breathe in, lifting up the right leg, body, breath and mind all together. And breathing out, it comes back down. Twice more. Three times. And then bringing that foot either in towards the bottom or extending both the legs. So the right foot can either be here or it can be here. Keeping everything drawn in and up. Breathing out and breathing in. And out. And twice more. So the knee can either be bent or it can be straight, whatever's comfortable for you. And just take a moment. Now take a nice deep breath in and out. And next time you breathe in, keeping the tummy engaged, pelvic floor drawn up, looking towards your feet. And breathing out and down. Repeating that twice more, so we're working into the abdomen. And again. And now we're going to come over onto the tummy. So bring your hands to wherever they're comfortable, which means you can either have them under your head, or you can have them by your side, or you can even make fists and have them just under your hips. So whatever works for you. Tummy's engaged, pelvic floor's drawn up, and we're just tightening the glutes slightly as well, so the muscles in the bottom. And what we're going to do is lift the right leg first, then the left leg, and we're keeping it in a straightish line. So we want the movement to come from the hip. Breathing out, breathing in, and out. So keeping that tummy engaged. Twice more. And then we're going to do the same on the left side. So breathe out to start off with. Breathing in and out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Then again, bring the arms to wherever they're comfortable. That might be alongside you. It might be by your sides, with the hands facing upwards. What we're going to do next is lift the upper body from the mat. So remembering that we're keeping that tummy engaged. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. So it doesn't matter if you're only lifting up a little bit. Come to where you're comfortable and where it feels right for you. And then rolling over onto your left side. So you can either have both the legs straight, or if you need to bend that lower leg a little bit to give you more balance, you can. And you can have the hand in front to balance you if you want to, or you can bring it down your side, whatever works best. So what we're going to do is lift the right leg up and down. And we want to feel that movement coming from the side of the hip. So toes are pointing forwards and breathing out, then breathing in, engaging that tummy, bringing up the right leg, breathing out and down. And twice more. Then bring yourself onto the other side. So we're coming over onto fly on the right side, left side uppermost. Take an exhale. And inhaling. And breathing out. Twice more. Now, we're coming back onto the other side. So the right side is uppermost. So you don't have to come up and down the mat. You can, I'm doing this because I want to face the camera, but you can just roll over from side to side and face the other direction. So on the right side, adjusting your hand to wherever is comfortable. We're going to lift the upper body this time. So breathing out, breathing in, lifting up the head, and then breathing out and coming down. Again, the tummy's engaged all the way through. And then rolling over and coming onto your lie on your right side, breathing in and out. Toes are pointing forwards. And we're going to come up to standing next. So come up to standing, whichever way suits you. Maybe rolling up. And you can use a chair to help you here. So we're going to come into Vrkasana or classic tree posture. So first of all, bring your weight onto your left foot and really take a moment to find your standing posture using the muscles and the bones in that foot, and then the opposite foot can come into the opposite ankle. You might find as time goes on that you can bring that foot into the inside of the calf. And using a chair if you want, or using the wall, just to help you. And then focusing the eyes on something ahead of you. So I can see trees outside my window here, which is a really nice thing to be looking at. But find something that you fix your gaze on to help you steady the mind. Maybe bending the knee helps a little bit. Again, remembering that we're keeping that tummy drawn in. And then we're looking to join our energies together at the heart. And remember, it's normal for a tree to move in the breeze. Keeping the breath smooth. And then bringing yourself out of it. Maybe give the legs a little shake. And we're going to come to the other side. So you can turn around if you want to face the other direction. Or if you're using a prop, either bring your prop the other side or use something that you've just got there for support. If you need it, you may not need it. Start to bring the weight into that right foot. And then really, really slowly, we're bringing the other foot to its resting position, which might be the toes on the floor. It may be that you're bringing the foot up inside the calf. And then joining the hands at the heart. Bending the right knee a little bit to help. Fixing the gaze on something ahead of you. Remember, you can use your support whenever you feel you need to. And the magic comes with the breath. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly, bring yourself out of it. Use your support if you need to. And hopefully you feel a bit calmer, keeping that calmness with you. Coming back down to your mat and have a few moments all to yourself. So if you want to lie comfortable relaxation position, either with the feet on the mat or with the legs extended out. Maybe dimming your lights, maybe wrapping yourself up in a blanket. Perhaps your palms are facing upwards. And have as long as you can, all to yourself, relaxing, releasing down. And if you want to, coming back to following the breath. If you find the mind is wandering, bring it back to the breath. And at the end of it, whenever you're ready, bring yourself nice and slowly up to sitting and enjoy the rest of your day.